right, welcome to today's episode of Tomorrow's Leader, where we dive deep on all things leader related to leading yourself and leading others. I'm John Laurito, your host, today, tomorrow, every day. So I was reading about a study that was really cool, and it had to do with the concept of timing, or forgetfulness really was the subject of this. And what they wanted to figure out was, how long of a period of time did it take for people to forget some sort of piece of advice? In other words, did the average person retain it if it was something that was a short-term, hey, don't forget to do this? How long on average before people totally forgot it? Now, I'm listening or I'm reading the study and I'm like, okay, boy, I'm horrible with that. Like if my short-term memory, like if somebody say, don't, before you leave, do this. I'm like, I have great long-term memory, but that short-term aspect, I think like a lot of people, just you get so many things racing around in your brain. So what was kind of funny about this, they did this experiment with people who were getting their cars from valets. So you come out, you give the valet your ticket, he or she goes to get the car, comes back with the car, gives you your keys, and he opens the door and blah, blah, blah. So they were reminding the people, they did a bunch of people in this experiment, and they grouped them into three different groups of people. They were trying to figure out their ability to influence decisions when it came to put on their seatbelt. So one group, the valet didn't say anything to, and they just looked at the proportion of people. And on average, about 54% of people in this study put on their seatbelt. I would think it would be higher, but I guess 54%. Then they had another group where the person would hand them their voucher. The valet would take it and say, I'll be right back with your car. I want to make sure, by the way, you have a safe drive. Don't forget to buckle up. Goes to get the car. Takes about, on average, 4.5 minutes to get the car and come back. Gives the keys, whatever, opens the door. Person gets in. What they found with that group is there was virtually no difference. Literally 54% of the people put their seatbelt on. So there was literally no difference as to whether somebody reminded them or not with that 4.5 minute time frame. With the third group, what they did is they waited till they got back with the car. They opened the door. As the person was getting into the car, they said, make sure you have a safe drive, be sure to buckle up, and then they closed the door. What they found is that 80% of those people put their seatbelt on. 80%. And think about it. At that time, they could take action on that advice. It was right then, timely. They didn't have to wait. They didn't have to do a thing. So what was kind of fascinating is what that timing had to do with the overall result. So think about this. Can you set up triggers in your life that are designed to get you to do that key activity now? So for example, if I want to brush my teeth, hopefully I'd brush my teeth. If I want to start brushing my teeth more than once a week, no, I'm kidding. So if I want to start flossing, okay, maybe I time it so that I floss right after I brush my teeth. So my floss stuff is right there, right after I brush my teeth, put my toothbrush down, put it away, bang, grab the floss, and I floss. If I did it before, studies show this, if I said, hey, I'm going to floss and brush, I don't have a trigger there to remind me to do it. Kind of a cool, fascinating thing. Again, this is just one of those things where I say, okay, how can you kind of manipulate your life in a positive way so that you do more of the things that you want to do? And part of this is this trigger concept. So, and a big part of this is the timing of the trigger. So if I'm reminded in the morning that I've got to do something in the evening, chances are I'm not going to do it. If the reminder comes right when I'm supposed to do it, then my likelihood of doing it goes up dramatically, not a little bit, dramatically, like it had twice the level of impact as before. Kind of fascinating stuff. So thought that was worth sharing. Again, real short episode here because I don't believe in wasting time. I just want to get an idea out there, let you, do whatever you want. Let it marinate, let the wheels turn, take some action on it. Again, I think there's a lot of possibilities with this concept. Really cool study I heard. I figured I'd share it. Do something with it. All right, take some action. Do one thing in your life that you're struggling with and say, okay, how can I create this new habit and tie some sort of a trigger to it and make it timely? Right then is when I'm going to do it. All right. Let me know how it goes. In the meantime, like, share, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. Go down below, give 5-star reviews, and I will see you soon. Take care.